Today is December 4th, 2021. My name is Charles Suter. Today I'm presenting a new series I titled The Rational Mind. This is part one. It is also considered to be a guide to rational living. My main message: if you want more success and happiness, then you must become more rational. Everyone is somewhat irrational in that they have developed irrational beliefs that are recurring sources of emotional distress and constrains them to living a less than life. You can determine your own level of irrationality by the amount of emotional distress that you suffer, the self-doubts that you have about your own abilities, and whether your life is turning out as you hoped it would. The only way to live a greater than life is to become more rational. You become more rational by eliminating irrational, fictitious beliefs and developing rational, reality-based beliefs as replacements for those irrational beliefs that you've just eliminated. Proposition 1. Success and happiness depend on rationality. Now, a rationalist is less bounded by improper self-imposed constraints. I'm going to present in a few minutes the number one irrational belief, which is, and some people carry this around in their head to some extent, I'm not good enough. Now, if you had that as an irrational belief, just think how much it's going to constrain your behaviors, how far you stretch yourself to seek goals that you desire, but you lack the confidence to go after them. A rationalist is less hampered by negative emotions. Anytime you have a negative emotions, there's an implication that you have an irrational belief there, unless for some reason you're being chased by a saber-toothed tiger, in which case any negative emotions you have is externally based. A rationalist's decisions are less biased by distortions, fallacies, and untruths. If you aren't getting the amount of success and happiness you desire or believe you deserve, then blame it on your irrational beliefs. Now, everyone has some irrational beliefs. And as I've already said, the number one most commonly held irrational belief is, I'm not good enough. The goal of developing a rational mind is to minimize those particular irrational beliefs that are causing you the most harm, such as low self-esteem, resulting in insufferable emotions and limiting your life to the safety of your own self-centered, self-imposed comfort zone. Proposition 2. So I've already mentioned rationality is a matter of degree. And as you can imagine, more rationality is better than less. So the goal of the rational mind is move you from the end where you may be irrational towards the other end where you are more rational. People become more rational by eliminating their irrational beliefs. The purpose of these presentations is to help you identify and replace those irrational beliefs. Irrational beliefs are the cause of most emotional distress. So if you suffer from significant amounts of emotional distress, blame it on your irrational beliefs. Excessive emotional distress obviously detracts from life satisfaction and happiness. There are no pure rationalists or irrationalists. Every human character trait has its extremes, and most people display character traits lying somewhere in between the extremes. The goal of the rational mind is to move towards the rational end of the spectrum and away from the irrational end. There's only one way to become more rational, and that's by developing your rational mind. To do that, you must stop responding to irrational notions, and you'll know that they're present because your emotions will turn negative. And proactively program rational beliefs in place of every irrational belief. You can judge your own level of irrationality by the amount of emotional distress you suffer. Your self-doubt, low self-confidence, the lack of positive results you're getting from your actions, or if you spend too much time in inaction. If you want to earn more of what you want, you must become more rationally minded to get it. Proposition 3. Rationality is based on the presence of rational beliefs. The more rational beliefs you develop, the more rational you become. The more irrational beliefs you eliminate, the more rational you become. Any irrational belief can be reprogrammed into a rational belief. And it's the purpose of these presentations to teach you how to do that. This series of presentations on developing the rational mind will promote the value of developing your own rationality and how to do it. The method for eliminating irrationality is simple, but the process is not necessarily easy either. Finding your own irrational beliefs will take time, as you must become more mindful and observe your thoughts, feelings, and actions for signs of irrationality. Most people don't know they are irrational, but if they are living a less than life, then they have more rationality than rationality. My final message: a rationalist is more successful and happier. So if you want more success and happiness, then you must strive to become more rational. The main message of this presentation is to motivate you to seek to become more rational by eliminating and replacing your most troubling, preconditioned, irrational beliefs, which are those beliefs that are preventing you from living your full potential, those beliefs that you have not discovered to be rational yet, and those beliefs that, when replaced by their rational equivalent, will allow you to begin living a greater than life of more success and happiness. So stay tuned for future presentations on this topic. There is much more to come. That's all for now. Remember to stay positive. You'll be happier, healthier, and live longer.